Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, here we go, Raptors fans. Yikes. It has been a crazy, week here, just speculating, which players are we gonna get? Is it gonna be John Moran, Domantas Sabonis? Are we gonna get Kawhi Leonard? Yeah, if you clicked on the video, it's probably about that Kawhi Leonard business. This is a lot of just he said, she said. What is Bobby Webster doing? What is Masai Ujiri trying to cook for the Mavericks? Like, is he trying to get him back to join up with Masai? It's like it's a lot. It's a lot. Let's just talk about it today. So we know overall that the Raptors we're done with rebuilding. It's been so long since we have had a promising season like we have had this year. And although we didn't necessarily go as planned, like I know for a while we were just like over 10 wins for just the entire freaking fracking year. It just felt like we were never going to achieve like a higher ceiling. Like we were always just stuck in that middle ground. Like garbage teams like the Nets, like easy enough. We can beat them in a heartbeat. Kings beat them in a heartbeat. Heat, depending on the day, like unless Norman Powell was going crazy, we could beat them on a day. Like those teams, fine, whatever. But then you get like the Celtics, then you get the Knicks, then you get the Pistons, depending on the day. I know that we beat them once or twice this year. It's just we can never beat those teams. And especially during the clutch time, like we are not beating those teams. And although I really like to see this team like win on a consistent basis, we're never gonna be that team that just wins every single game. We're never going 82-0. That's fine. That is okay. Injuries happen, coaching happens. It's a game of basketball. There's going to be a ton of points scored, and you're going to have all these players trying their best. Every player is playing this game for a reason. That being said, the players on the team are playing for the team. Let me say that again. The players on the team are playing for the team. Kawhi Leonard, he left Toronto. He left Toronto. He wanted to plant some trees in LA because that was totally real. Shaking my head, yeah. But like, low key, guys, like, I don't hate Kawhi Leonard coming back. If he comes back, I'll be open arms. We'll all embrace him. At the end of the day, he'll be a Toronto Raptor. And honestly, for his legacy, he probably should be a Toronto Raptor. Like, low key, like, he carried us with that championship. Although, I'd honestly give it to Fred Van Fleet, Kyle Lowry there. Uh, but that being said, like, we have the pieces right now. And then you want to bring in a guy like Kawhi. Okay. That's certainly an idea. Yeah, I the salary cap is going to go crazy. Toronto, we are not going to be the team that's going to go like well above like the first apron, let alone the second apron, to pick up a guy with like $50 million for a contract. That being on top of the tree money that he's also getting, which is totally real. But if we're allocating all those like assets, I honestly don't want to give up any first round picks, and that's just me. I think that the NBA draft system is completely scuffed. I think that Adam Silver has completely messed that entire thing up. I don't like seeing teams trading for a player that is like in middle school right now in like 2033, and we're never going to see them playing until like 7 years from now. It's bad. It's really bad. And all these like second round picks, like teams are like, oh, we can just give them like 2 second round picks from like the same year. Where are all these picks coming from? And in some cases, like these picks are very valuable. Jalen Brunson, very valuable. Uh, Toronto Raptors. I swear, we almost got Fred Van Fleet if he wasn't a free agent, undrafted guy. He could have been a second pick. There's a ton of talent that's being put to waste by just giving your like second round pick for like a year in the future. You're allocating all your resources for now instead of later, And from a fan's perspective, what's the point? Like, genuinely, what is the point? I honestly, like, every single year, I was so hyped for this NBA draft this year. Like, it was an incredibly deep draft this year. So happy, and I've been advocating for Grace for the longest time. If you don't believe me, just check my Twitter. It's or X. It's just I was happy with this draft. I'm happy with the draft every single year. It's just there are a few years like before the Scotty Barnes and Grady Dick drafts that like between that period I just didn't even watch the draft. Like, it's so boring without your team there. Portland fans understand. It's just boring. And I want to have that, like, time after the NBA Finals, because let's be real, Raptors fans. Let's be real. We're probably not going to the finals, and that's okay. We just want to see some high quality basketball. The East is very loaded nowadays with the Knicks coming out, and we were all stressing that the West was going to be overpowered, and whoever comes from the West is probably going to win it all. But at the end of the day, the East has a lot of assets. The Heat are coming up. The Celtics are the Celtics, whether or not they do stuff with Jaylen Brown and all of his mumbo jumbo. Raptors better not trade for him, I swear. And the Knicks, like, who knew the Knicks were going to be this good after we traded OG to them? It's a lot. And speaking on that OG deal, the guys that we got back, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, I like those guys. I really like those guys. No, I think that they're going to help us win when it matters? No, not really. But you can make the argument that if we had Emmanuel Quickly and Brandon Ingram healthy during the playoffs, we would have won that game 7 against the Cavs, and we probably would have beat the Pistons too, getting to the Eastern Conference Finals. But that's just speculation. Emmanuel Quickly wasn't there for like a good part of the season. Injuries happen, and it sucks. Do I think that he was a decent enough point guard this entire season? Not really. It's just his like consistency. Just like anytime he goes for a three, I'm holding my breath. If it's like another team that I'm watching, I'm like, they're probably making that. They're probably making that. Like Donovan Mitchell during the first round of the playoffs. Like anytime that he was shooting a three, I just felt like it was over. Fadeaway shot, thought it was over. I like Quickly. I know that the entire team loves Quickly. I just don't think that we can win with Quickly. And with his contract, which is massive, by the way, I don't think it's worth keeping him. I think it's a better way to just elevate some of our trade value and assets to other teams. Like if we aren't able to get like a Brandon Ingram deal to another team for like a really good player like Kawhi, Jaylen Brown. I mean, Emmanuel Quickly's up there too. He's a facilitator, point guard guy. Like he can do that stuff. It's just Raptors fans, we know his strengths and weaknesses right now, and I'm pretty sure New York knew that too when they were dealing him away. So he's not going back to New York unless it's on the Nets. That's something to keep in mind, I guess. But overall, like RJ Barrett, like love the guy. 1 year left on his contract. Canadian. I'd want to keep him if like he's here. Like he's a good defender. He's good making plays. Is he inconsistent? Yes, but like a lot of players are. I'd rather see him just continue this up. That RJ Barrett shot in the first round, I will never forget. He did the Halliburton shot against the Knicks. Like that was special. That was really special. Now the games have been after that not so special, but I digress. So in terms of like capital that we have, it's plenty. Do we have a lot of our like starting five on a pretty big contract? Yes. But hopefully they can work for trades. I really hope. I really, really, really hope. We're going to lose Mamu, which I hate kind of, like, in case, like, we needed, like, a clutch 3 or just a good defender in the paint, like, he was there. He was he was there. I thought he was having the time of his life, but money talks sometimes, and he was not going to play for a vet minimum. And, like, he's a young guy still, like, very, very young. I just think that, like, hey, yeah, he has a space here on the Raptors, and I get that he might be chasing some starter money as a center. That's okay. I was happy that he was here for this year. Um, but overall, I'm gonna miss that guy. I don't think that we're re-signing him for like anything. If he declined like $2.5 million, I don't think we're re-signing him for like $5 million. The cap situation is crazy. Uh, Grady Dick, like 1 year, $7 million. I think he's definitely gone. It's a lot that's crazy with like him being benched that entire playoff thing. I don't know what that was about. I don't think he even touched the court during that, but he's such a Raptors guy. He loves this team. He loves being here. Darko, what is going on with Grady Dick? I just don't know. I want him to be good so badly. Don't take that out of context. But overall, the pieces are there. And of course, you got Brandon Ingram, but it's Brandon Ingram. The pieces are there. Now, how do we make a trade? And you can't help but think that Brandon Ingram is going to be the centerpiece for everything. Scotty Barnes, franchise guy. Don't touch him. Colin Boyles, don't touch that guy. I swear. Please, 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 please. Don't trade CMB. And Jacoby Walters, I think he's like a good guy for like leverage in a deal, but I'd rather see him like continue to improve, especially going into year 3. Like this is a huge like prove it. Like you're gonna get some more time. You're gonna get some more like chances to shoot. Make your case for us, like especially coming off the bench. Uh, like he could be like a Champagne guy if he really comes to the moment. I just hope. I have a lot of like hope for Jacoby Walters. I hope that he stays with us for as long as he can. But Brandon Ingram, he just plays too much hero ball. I I know I don't cheer for like injuries during any facet of any sports, but when he was down with an injury, like he had some pretty good shots against the Cavaliers in some of the games, but when he came down with that injury, it's just like, okay, I think this team might be a little bit better and he won't hold the ball for so long. I think there was a stretch where he was like 0-9 for just shooting field goals. Like, you can't do that, especially during a finals. You're no better than Joel Embiid during the playoffs. Like, that's just bad. It's bad. And Scotty Barnes was just putting the team on his back. He showed us that he is there for the moment and he is going to win every chance that he gets. Brandon Ingram? I don't think he's that guy. I like him. I like his fit in Toronto. I thought he was a really good like Robin to Scotty Barnes' Batman. I don't know if that analogy really works in this case, but I'm going to run with it. But he wanted to go independent. He wanted to be Nightwing. I don't think he's Nightwing. I think that if he was a centerpiece on his own team, okay, that's okay. He can do that. He was really cool to watch during the All-Star game. One of the only reasons you would actually want to watch the All-Star game, other than Scotty Barnes, of course, and watching Kawhi just for the memories. Uh, but I don't think that Brandon Ingram is able to win in the big moments, and Kawhi is, if that makes any sense. Kawhi is the guy I would want to have on the team in those clutch moments, and we saw it against that Philly playoff game. We saw the clutchest shot in Toronto Raptors history. It just needs to happen. And I think if you make a package between the just Brandon Ingram, Grady Dick, honestly, I hope that would be enough. Like, overall, I think it offsets to, I think we're like $3 million, like, over in total. I think that, like, low key, like, I think that could work. I don't like giving up the picks, especially first round picks, because I don't know how injury prone Kawhi is gonna be. It's very fuzzy. And like Kawhi isn't the only guy that you could possibly trade for. Like there's other candidates too. Uh, for instance, like Jamal Murray, like you can make a really big case for him. I don't know if the Nuggets are actually planning to keep him around for the long term. I know that he's really good with Jokic. Like it's everything's in the air, and of course Jalen Brown. I don't really want him on my team because I think a lot of our jerseys are going to get like very messy. Talking about the hair, and I wouldn't want to see his post game reactions on live. Like, ugh, but I don't want to see that. There's a chance, and the only player that we really have leverage with is Kawhi. He's offering to come back for like an extension in the future. Yes, he just turned 35 the other day. Cool. But we see LeBron what he's doing. We see Al Horford with what he's doing. Like Kawhi, he was an All Star and second team All NBA. Like he has that juice in him. And we forget he's a monster. Like this guy is a robot, whatever you want to talk about with Kawhi. He's good. He's a good player, and no matter what team that he's playing for, he's one of the center points. He's the focal point, and like even the Clippers were like, "Yeah, we want to build a team around Kawhi." You had a chance to build a team around Kawhi for the past 6 years. I just don't get it. But like he doesn't want to sign with San Antonio, the Heat, especially the Pistons. I don't know why he was so mad about the Pistons. I I just hope that the Raptors make a smart choice. They don't give up too many assets. They don't give in the future of our entire franchise a bunch of young guys. Like we were one of the youngest teams in the entire league, other than Temple, I believe. Overall, like that's good. You would want your young roster to like get through the entire playoffs, and we weren't the youngest. Like the Spurs were shocking everyone with how good they were, how capable they were able to do everything on their team and like play for like the longevity. Although they kind of burned out at like every second half of the game, and it happens. It's a young team. It's a new coach. Like it happens. Raptors, we have Darko for the past like what 3 years, and you have a bunch of franchise guys who got paid a lot of money. It's time. The rebuild is done, but we don't want to sell stuff for the future because we don't know if it's going to work out right now. I don't want to be in this middle ground. I'm a Steeler fan after all. Over 500 for the past 19 years. I'm sick of it. Very sick of it. I don't want to see the Raptors going down that path, and I don't want them to go into just absolute travesty for how long. It's just the future scares me, and I think that we're just going to be good enough to keep going back to pick 19 over and over and over again. I don't want to see that. But then again, if there's even like an inkling of a chance that we're like somehow bad for 1 year, I want us to be able to like have the chance, especially with these new like NBA lottery stuff that Adam Silver's trying to figure out, because he's apparently the guru of that. We can try to like build our franchise with that draft system in the future. That's fine. The future, I care about the future a lot. Hopefully, we still have a chance for that, and we're not selling the farm for everything. Right now, though, do I think that we have the roster to make the playoffs again? Yeah. Maybe the play in? Yeah. Do I think that we have a chance or even greater chance with Kawhi on the team? Probably. We can win in the clutch, even without Brandon Ingram. That's okay. I'm sure other people in Toronto would love to have him back. He'd be welcomed with open arms, of course. Uh, but in addition, like, do we trade for anybody else? I just don't know. And what makes me really sad is we missed out on John Morant. I really thought just a straight up Emmanuel quickly for John Morant would be good, if I'm being honest. But Raptors might have a pretty good plan with quickly for next year, which that's fine. I just think that Ja would bring a higher elevated game, especially for just giving him up for absolutely nothing. I just don't know why that trade even went down today. It's there was like no leverage with anything. It's bad. It's just really, really, really bad. Are we gonna make any bigger splashes during actual free agency time and like getting some actual good players? Probably not. Free agency is absolutely terrible in the NBA, and I don't think there has been an actual good free agency signing in how long? It's been quite a while. It's actually pretty bad. Um, who also I think we could trade for? Turner from Milwaukee. I think that they're just gonna go on with a full rebuild. They got all those assets from the Heat. I don't think the Heat's still gonna be good even with Bam and Giannis. That's pretty bad. But Miles Turner, I think he would be a solid center. I just didn't like his fit in Milwaukee. I think he would be better in Toronto. I'm sure we can give up Jakob Poeltl for something. I don't think we're gonna get too many picks with that contract, and I know that we just extended him last year, but like I think he was just a non-factor during the entire NBA playoffs last year. Like I honestly don't think he had like two great games. I know he had one pretty good game, but consistently he was just not there. But overall, to wrap up a long story short, don't sell the entire farm for Kawhi. Don't. If you give up any first round picks, it's not worth it. It's not worth it, Bobby Webster. Don't do that, please. If you're watching this, don't do that. Um, give up Brandon Ingram if it really comes down to that. I don't mind. We don't need another hero ball player that's taking everything and doing it by himself. We don't need any of those personalities here. Um, everything goes through Scotty Barnes, CMB. Keep RJ. Keep quickly if you can. Um, Podol's okay. Like depending on the day. Consistency is all over the place, and just win some games, Raptors. I want to be over what we were last year. I want to make it to further rounds. I just want to watch Raptors playoff games, please. I live in Pennsylvania. That stuff does not happen on TV unless it's in the playoffs or they're facing the Sixers. Let me watch some basketball, please. Please, Raptors. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what kind of trade proposals you think that the Raptors should actually do. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm gonna try to be doing some more videos out, just some like long rambles, just having speculation, thoughts, and everything. Please just like and subscribe, and we'll be back with some hopeful Steeler training camp speculation and stuff for the future. I'm really, really excited for the NFL season, but I'll be sure to make some shorts, make some videos about the Raptors free agency, trades that will go down, and if we end up getting Kawhi, that video is just going to be me all smiles. So let me know, Raptors fans. Let's go.